Hi, Dave. Pretty good start to the preseason. Two games, two shutout wins. What did you think of tonight's effort?
There's some good, some bad. We got work on our power play a little bit. Got to have a look at that new line up top. We got some guys that are they're in competition for jobs. They're doing what they can do to get noticed. We got some young players that are finding their way. The goaltenders have all played well. I mean, they four guys have played half a game each, and they've all played really well. So, it's some things that you like, but there's parts of it that you can tell it's still exhibition.
Sure. Brendan Perlini with 3 goals in 2 games, a guy that you know in the past. What have you thought of his?
He's been good. I mean, he's trying to get his career back in order. He's playing like a hungry player, and one of his greatest attributes is he shoots the puck a ton, and that's what he's doing, right now. So getting some opportunities to shoot. So, he's playing for his life right now, and it's good to see a guy giving everything he's got.
It seems like he's found a little bit of chemistry with, I know it's early, but with those line mates, and you've had him there for games. You must have liked that line, I imagine, correct?
No, they were good. I mean, Shoresy, another guy that's really playing well. And Turris is trying to get his game going. So, what it is, you got veteran guys, all 3 of those guys, and Pearls is, I think he's got a couple hundred games where they're veteran guys that they like the life in the NHL. They like to play in the NHL, and they know they got to win a job. And when you have an idea what the life is like in the NHL and play in this league, it's worth fighting for. And they're fighting for a job right now.
And what did you think of your 2 younger forwards in McLeod and Benson tonight?
Yeah, they were solid too. I mean, I thought our whole group was solid all the way through.
Are you getting pretty much what you expected out of Hyman? I mean, playing with McDavid can look easy, but not everybody can fit in and produce like he's been doing.
Yeah, I mean that's the first game, but in practice you see it. They've been. Hyman he's an ultimate worker, right? He gets around, mucks around, and finds pucks, and I think it'll work well with Connor because if he can find some pucks and get them to Connor can make things happen. That's the Hyman's goal is a perfect example of that. They dig out a puck, Jesse makes a good play, Connor makes a good play, and it's a tap in for Hyman. So hopefully that's a sign of good things to come.
You didn't just add players; you kind of added a dimension to the team with the off-season moves, some leadership, some grit. Are you kind of? I know again, every question you preface is it's only the second game, but are you seeing that come to fruition here?
Well, I think the guys with the players we've added, the leadership group recognize that we've added some grit to our team, and we have to do that if we want to take another step. So, I think. The players in that room recognize where we are, and expectations continue to go up. Everybody wants to take another step forward. So when you bring some new guys in that are of that mode, I think the players that have been here recognize that and are enthused.
No.
Oh, 1 second.
Tip, you've talked a lot about you wanted to see your penalty kill. Didn't give up a goal, but obviously Seattle didn't have like their normal power play guys. What did you make of just the guys implementing your system right on?
You know what? We'll see. I got to look at. I'll go back and just kind of watch the details of it. We're trying some people in there that there's. Shores, he's got some experience at it, but there's just certain things, kind of triggers that we look for. Go at a certain time, and when you haven't done it enough, you got to get more rhythm in it. There's a certain place you got to put sticks at different times and things like that they'll learn. So we'll continue to kind of harp on those details and use a few guys. A guy like Seabier, you can tell he's killed a lot in the league before. There's certain things that he'll do that you can kind of recognize as a veteran guy. But McLeod and Benson got a bunch of killing tonight, and I'll go and look at it. But they were fine. We're trying to get Hyman and Nuge maybe as a pair. We'll see how that goes.
From your kind of live impressions, what were your thoughts on Bouchard on the PK?
He's been solid. His whole game's solid. Like he's going to be fine.